Warning. This episode contains the planning and building of a mushroom farm, and as such, all mushroom-based puns are officially prohibited. This ban is in full effect on both Zedaph and in the comments section. This includes, but is not limited to, wordplay such as calling me a fun guy, saying that this episode is sporing, or declaring that there isn't much room in here. Thank you for your cooperation. Hello, and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server with me, Zedaph, and yes, I am currently flying, into an iron farm apparently. I'm currently flying home from Tango's base right now, which is weird because I literally just did the same thing in real life. Yes, I just flew home a few days ago after spending 3 weeks with Tango in America, making some pretty crazy live streams. If you didn't see them, make sure you go check them out because they were ridiculously silly, and I'm almost positive that you will enjoy watching them. Which way's home? Which way? But I am now finally home. Oh, and does it feel good to be home? Hello, Crystal Caves. Hello, Uber Smelter. Hi. Oh, hello, really badly designed potion room and hole in the ground that's a death trap. Oh, storage room, so colourful and colourful. You're only really colourful, that's the only thing you've got going for you. I missed you all so much! Block of glass, you were my favourite, don't tell the rest of them. But yes, we are finally home, even though I am still incredibly tired. Jet lag has... apparently no, not allowed to be jet lagged anymore. Then never mind, well, I'll do my best and we will press on with today's episode. And as you can probably tell from the little intro-y bit we had before the titles, we are going to be adding a new farm to the Lake of Life this episode, or at least starting it. We probably will finish it. I don't think it's going to be a huge farm. It is going to be a mushroom farm. Let's take a look at our Lake of Life plans. You can see all the farms here with a cross next to them are ones that we have done and finished. We only need a chicken and a sheep farm. And the next page, these are kind of farms that you don't really need as such, but they're just kind of nice to have. Some more than others, like we've done a sugarcane farm, but the rest of them we still have yet to build, and a mushroom is right here, slap bang in the middle, and I want to try it and cross that off my list today. Now, I've not actually ever made a mushroom farm before, ever. Kind of not really needed to, because who needs mushrooms, but they are kind of useful. If you silk touch the big mushroom blocks themselves, where's a boat? Silk touch a big mushroom block, you can use that for building, and you can use it as fuel as well, not too terrible fuel. And also fermented spider eyes. You gotta ferment those spider eyes nicely for potion brewing as well. So it's handy to have an area designated. Why am I just spinning around? Designated to growing and harvesting mushrooms. And the Lake of Life has had a place for the longest time now. Pretty much as the entire life of this lake. I've had a little area just down here, down this ravine of waterfall droppage. And you have to make those noises just down here. This has been the perfect mushroom farming location I have known forever. Pretty much as soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, mushroom farm. Building it right here. But we need to kind of do a little bit of digging out and things like that. Work out exactly how we want to do this. We're not going to fully automate this or anything, but we do want to try and add a little bit of simplicity into our lives. Why? There's squid everywhere around here. Seriously, the Lake of Life is the Lake of Squid Life. Because so many have spawned. In fact, this one's going to die. But I'll kill the skid. Squid, come back. And we will do a little bit more work just over here. Squid, die. Well, I didn't even do very much. I just can't help but use TNT when there's some clearing up to do. It's too much fun. I definitely just like how it kind of gives such a natural edge. It's not even really that natural, but I kind of want this place to look a little bit circular. We're going to try and semi-block off the passageways to the left and the right, and the up and the, well, not that one, but over here. This is going to kind of be our main growing area. But yeah, I want to try and be able to see other parts of the cave and maybe look like there are other mushroom farms sort of in the distance as well. Like this cave is completely riddled with mushrooms. Now, you can't have a mushroom farm without some mycelium. There we go, we got some. Because, of course, mycelium is like the mushroom's best friend. If you plant mushroom down on the ground, it has to be super dark and things like that. Whereas mycelium, it makes it forget the darkness. It's so happy that it's sitting on this weird purpley grey stuff that it doesn't even care if it's light or dark or whatever. So we're definitely going to want some of that. I've got some bone meal so that we can grow the mushrooms into big mushrooms super quick. The only thing I'm missing now is some mushrooms themselves. So hit the music, let's go on an epic adventure. Okay, well, there's some right here. So it's nice that we can plant a mushroom down and grow it. Hopefully it doesn't take much. No, okay, it took 4 or 5 there. Nice big mushroom, and then we can harvest it. Either silk touch it there to get the nice blocks, or we can use shears on it to actually get the mushrooms for fermented spider eye things. But I don't want to just stop there. Oh, no. Because I think that we can automate this. I don't want to carry bone meal around with me all the time. So we want to use a dispenser to automatically grow this thing. And then equally, we also don't want to have to replant. We don't want to have to come here and put another one down. We are going to need mushrooms so few and far between, that we can just use mushrooms' natural ability to spread around. Why are these not popping off? I kind of imagined they would pop off. Are they not pop-offable? Oh, I am so fermenting your eyes later. Another very nice little quirk to mushrooms is they actually don't mind being planted slightly further down in the ground, which means we can hide a dispenser. So if this was a tree, I don't think it'd be very happy with me trying to plant it in a 1x1 hole there. But this mushroom, he's pretty happy. He's very happy. And if we quickly get rid of this one, I think we can even go one lower, which means the dispenser would not even have to be at the height that we're at now. It wouldn't have to be in floor height. It could go one lower than that. Let's throw this right down here, and get a mushroom. Hip, and boom, and grow. Ow, it hurts a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay, because it still grows quite nicely. And fingers crossed the red cup mushrooms as well. They're a little bit more cuppy, not so flat. Hopefully they will still grow in this kind of hole also. Please do. Yes! Oh, and it imprisoned me. Great. These are mushrooms are dangerous. Who knew? Excellent. So that is what we are going to do, so that we can hide our bone meal dispenser slightly. We can hide it like down on the side here like that. I want to collect all these bits. I will probably make the farm and then realize that by making the farm, all the bits that I've ever collected, that is all I will ever need for mushroom in my life. So we shall see. Anyway, let me get a dispenser. Very nice. Like that. That we can put our bone meal in. Now we just want to try and come up with some little system that when there is a mushroom here, this thing knows, and it will spit bone meal out only when there is a little mini baby mushroom on the block in front of it. Which turns out to be pretty simple, actually. It's just basically 2 components. First off, we read whether there's a block change in front of it with the observer here, and just extend it a little bit because it's such a quick little blip like that usually redstone contraptions don't have enough time to actually notice that something's happened. So a nice little bit of an extension there just to make sure that it turns from a blip into a bleep like that. Very important. That then goes into this little circuit just here, which goes round and round and round, which basically reduces the signal strength from 15 when it first enters here, and every time it goes round it loses 1, so it is basically a time elongator. It is a pulse lengthener. This makes the pulse longer, so we go from a beep to a beep. I'm not going to do the full length of time because that would just be silly. Then that goes up into this little comparator clock thing, which basically feeds back into itself, which keeps turning itself off. And then when it turns itself off, that turns itself back on again, and then off, and then off, and on, and it just keeps going on and off and off, like that, which goes straight over into the dispenser here that is full of bone meal, and thus we have our clock. So I'm actually not going to put a mushroom down here. I'm going to put a torch down instead. So you'll just kind of get to see it does. I think it's about 8 or 9 ticks of bone meal that it will attempt. Like that. Excellent. It's fading out, and boom, it's stopped. So it would have done about 10 before giving up. So I'm hoping that every... Oh, it does it when you remove it too. That makes sense. I'm hoping that every mushroom needs less than 10. in the little bit of testing I've done, they're usually maybe on like the second or third one or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully it should mean that, yeah, they always get grown. If not, maybe I'll have a little hidden chest somewhere I can go grab some bone meal and just look down the hole and quickly just give it a little extra boost. So that shouldn't be too difficult at all. I can pretty much cover this up now, but there is one more thing I wanted to add, and that is in these 4 diagonal corners, I want to add some mycelium with some more mushrooms on. I might put two brown and 2 red. I have no red mushrooms. Hang on, let me create some from using shears, because clearly shears turn blocks into mushrooms. That I don't know why. And 2 red ones here. Now, when I cover all these up and make it a little darker down here, they can spread diagonally, so there's a good chance that these mushrooms will eventually try to grow here, and when they do, it will trigger the whole mechanism, thus automatically growing it. So it should mean that whenever I come down here, there's basically just a free mushroom. Like, it will be probably, I hope it's 50-50, I think, but there will either be a brown or a red mushroom just here waiting for me, and I can break it down and walk off again, and then when I come back, it's likely there's another mushroom here. Not always going to be the case, because I think it takes quite a long time for these to spread, but there's a good chance, so I can probably cover quite a lot of this back up again now. In fact, I can probably cover, like, all of it up, just completely go crazy across the top like this. Let's get a torch. Oh, no, we can't have a torch down there. Can't have a torch down there. So that means I'm going to put a block there to try to stop any spiders spawning, that they might still spawn under there. I don't know if they can spawn on redstone anymore. So many things have changed. So many things have changed. Like this. Excellent. And fingers crossed, even though it is all covered up, like that, I thought it wasn't, we should still be able to give it a go. So let's do a brown mushroom. Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought it wasn't going to work for a second. Excellent, and I guess we better try it with a red mushroom, just in case. Just in case. Boom, like that. There's going to be a few mushroom blocks I can't actually get. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense, that makes sense. It's not actually wasting bone meal when it fires out like that when there's nothing in front of it, so we haven't got to worry. Let's test a red one. Whoa, that was weird. Way to instantly... I felt like I teleported. I kind of did. I turned into a mushroom room. Wouldn't you be surprised right now if I break out of this room and I was somewhere completely different? Well, that was a dumb transition, because now I've got to just go all the way back, and this took me about 20 minutes. Brilliant, great. Back to the cave, another little mini feature that I want to try and add to this thing. It's easy enough to just put some bone meal in here, right? Again, we're not going to be using this farm a lot, so we don't need to go overboard with double chests of storage space and they all trickle and filter down and fill up this full of bone meal forever, because this probably will be enough bone meal forever, if I'm honest. At least a full dispenser would be, but I do want to just know, in case this runs out and I don't just wander off without realizing to refill it, I can see quite a nice little easy way we can get a comparator back here. That should... How am I going to do this? Yeah. This should work quite nicely. If I pop this lamp down on that block there, grab a comparator. That's not a comparator. That's the wrong thing. Like that. And we put that there. I kind of want to... Yeah. Light means that it has stuff in it. So if this was to ever run out of bone meal, the lamp goes off, and then I can just come and chuck some more in. So that should work out very, very simply. Nice little mini addition, but, you know, I think it helps. It should be far enough away from this hole that it's dark enough down there too. Let's cover that all back up. My mycelium! Oh, well, hang on. These holes on the corners, yeah, they've all still got mycelium, so hopefully that will grow back, and technically isn't necessary if we get it dark enough down there. I am curious now. Light level 8. Which means it's 7 at my feet? Is that how it works? I forget. So that should be enough darkness, dimness for this to spread and grow. But again, that's not the major overall efforts. But I think that's kind of the redstone side of things done. I don't want to automate things any more than that. But I do want to start trying to make this room look a little bit more pretty. And a little bit more mushroomy. Pretty is probably the wrong word, because when you think of mushrooms, you think of like damp, dripping, earthy, kind of wet, cavey lands. And at the minute, this is kind of quite a dry, stony cave. So A little bit of work to do to turn this place into a little bit more mushroomy feel. And I think it's kind of wise if we get a mushroom in here planted, and we can kind of roughly use this as our scale. Like, we might want to move this wall away just a little bit over here, just to give the mushroom a little bit of breathing room. Your mushrooms like to breathe. Another day, another squid, another dead squid. So we're starting out, of course, with a mycelium-y patch of floor, because, of course, this looks incredibly fungusy. They did a pretty good job at making this look like it's supposed to look, which is a kind of grass that's been infected with this mossy, mushroomy kind of mulch kind of stuff. I'm assuming, I don't know. Is mycelium a real thing? I bet you it's a real thing if you was to look it up. It sounds too good to be not true kind of thing. Too real to not be true, if that makes any sense at all. I'm not sure I like the torches around. We're going to have to kind of position them a little bit better. And we need to kind of like merge the transition. Zombies. Many a zombie around here somewhere. No idea where. Whoa! Super zombies. I'm going to have to go investigate the zombie situation over here. Oh, hello. I found you. There's a cave of 1,000. Well, there's 2, but 1,000 was, rounding up a little bit. There's 1,000. Oh, no, there was more than 2. I lied. Okay, see, I told you. Always round up, folks. Always round up. There's got to be like a spawner back here or something. Surely. Surely we weren't just lucky. No, okay, nothing at all. You're dead too. Then we are adding some mossy cobblestone just around the edges, just a little bit, just a bit here and there, just to kind of emphasize the damp, vegetation-y kind of growth, especially around the water here. I like the idea. Maybe we'll put a few more bits in. It's difficult to make things look random, but I definitely think that helps sell the moistness of this cave. This is a very moist cave. And then, slightly more densely packed, we have some cobblestone just to kind of help merge that transition in a little bit. Now, I kind of want to add something else to this floor here, I think, but I want something that's a very, very similar colour to the mycelium floor as it already is. Let me get some gravel. I don't think gravel's going to really work in here. Oh, it's especially not with floaty floor. It's not too bad, but it's too stony. This place looked too stony, and that was the problem. So I think for now I'm going to keep it mycelium, but if you have any suggestions for other blocks that you want to see down here, do let me know. Right, let's try and figure out how we're going to kind of sort this lighting out a little bit better. You know what? To fix something, sometimes you just need to remove it entirely, because, it just helps. Having no light around here is good. Again, we're not going to be coming down here too often. Things that spawn here, which they will not be able to really get anywhere because there's all this water here. So, yeah, why not? Let's keep it dark. This light already provides quite a little bit of light, and then that makes it even more obvious if we ever run out of bone meal that, hey, we need bone meal kind of thing. So we can just come and add some there. Another spot. I'm getting visited so much today by various different mobs. Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, that's what I do to visitors. You hear that, other hermits? You die if you visit here. Or actually, no, please do visit me because I'm very, very lonely. Thank you. So the only last thing I want to add over here for now, other than some of your amazing suggestions, which I'm sure you have, feel free to leave down in the comments. I want to just not plant some flowers down. I thought I could plant flowers on this. Oh dear. Okay, what would happen? I really want to put these flowers down. I really thought you could plant flowers on mycelium. Okay, well, we're going to need to go and get some of the podzol stuff, I think, and try putting these flowers on that, because I think these blue flowers would look pretty cool, and they kind of help with the mushroomy look. For some reason, blue flowers and mushrooms, in my eyes at least, they go together like, what two things go together really well? Like blue orchids and the life-saving podzol. Oh, yes. Okay, let's take a step back. Take a look at that. Yeah, look, blue flowers definitely work with the kind of mushroomy, grimy feel. Oh, very happy with that. Cool. And you'll see that I've kind of semi-blocked off the areas over here. But only semi, like I say, only semi. I've added some mob-catching trenches both sides, so mobs shouldn't be able to walk over and fall on our heads or anything. Not that they will, because this is all fairly well lit up. I might kind of decorate this tunnel up or something as well. Or are there any other things in our book of farmables that we want to farm that also kind of require a cave? I don't think there is. Thinking off the top of my head right now, I fell in the mob ditch. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just do this because I have no blocks on me. Perfect. And then this side over here, we have kind of semi-closed up as well. And again, made it mob-proof. Very, very nice. I can fix coming back over this one. And I kind of like that. I like that it gives the room a little bit of depth. Let's see what it looks like without a gigantic mushroom in it right now. Because that's going to kind of be how it looks the majority of the time, I think. Let's clear all these little bits up. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So like I say, let me know any other thoughts you've had on this build. Oh, hello. Hi, Bone Mill. Thank you very much. If you have had any at all, I'm going to just replace these bits with some dirt, just for looks. Have I got any dirt? No, but I have got some mycelium. Okay, great. Oh, but I've only got one bit. Perfect. Oh, hello, Bat. I'm sorry I pulled into your face. Your little tiny squeaky face. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm not really that sorry, but you got in my way. This is my cave. So, you know, be more careful next time, please. But yes, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed watching. As always, a massive, massive, massive thank you to my wonderful patrons whose names you see on screen right now. Each and every single one of these people have helped to make this episode possible by supporting the channel in just the best way possible. They're amazing people. Love each and every single one of you. Thank you very much. But yes, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, there's a skeleton about to attack me, but I'm going to leave the episode before he finds me, so goodbye, quick.